2023.
Yay!
Hi, I'm Paul.
Hi, I'm Sonia.
This is the Horrorfest. Yeah, if you haven't seen our wrap-up of 2022, where we give a rundown of the reviews we did for 2022 and the movies that we watched but didn't get to review, you can check out the link for that in the description and at the top of the screen. But yeah, so 2023, we slid into it, starting to watch a whole variety of stuff, including something that we've been wanting to watch for a while, Blackula. It was far better than I expected.
Yes, I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
But yeah, so we don't know if hopefully we'll get to review some of these down the line. But yeah, so far we watched Blackula, we watched The Menu, which was quite an interesting take on human consumption and stuff. Barbarian.
Yes,
everyone
was
enjoyed
left field. Oh my word!
Because I know everyone said, "Wow, that was quite something," but I didn't watch a trailer. I just avoided it, like always. That's the best way to do it. If you just see the poster, okay, you might be interested, then watch it. Don't go look for too much info.
Yes.
We also caught up on the most recent Paranormal Activity, Next of Kin.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's alright, but I mean, I guess they have to kind of spread out the things. And we also got to watch Krampus finally.
Yes, and I think I was quite surprised when I saw Toni Collette was in it, but she just did a fabulous job.
No, she's always good.
Yeah.
And there's a new Saw coming out, so we watched Jigsaw and Spiral. We also got started on Stephen King's and Mr. Mercedes.
Yeah, it was a brilliant book.
You read the book. And we also watched the first episode the other night of Yellow Jackets, which has been sitting in the watch list for a while. Looks interesting, but I don't know.
I see Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, big time. But we'll see. Yeah, I guess we have to finish it if we get in. If you get into 3 episodes, then it's too late. You have to keep going.
We've become scared to start watching series because then we have to finish.
Chapelwaite was
one of those.
Very difficult to me. You go, oh no, still 6 episodes. Oh no, still 5 episodes. Anyway, yeah, so currently sitting on our view list, we have to catch up on is the remake of Firestarter.
Yes, Men
is an A24 movie. Another 2 Trauma movies. We have to watch them all. We still haven't seen Poltergeist and Citizen Toxie, the 4th Toxic Avenger. And they actually, when we get to what's coming in 2023, back when we did a interview with Lloyd Kaufman, that was actually the first time I heard about the remake they're doing of Toxic Avenger. So I don't know if it'll be this year or next year, but hopefully it's this year.
Nightmare Cinema.
Yeah, it's a collection of stuff that Mick Garris was involved with as well. We still haven't seen that. And the original Slumber Party Massacre, which we still haven't seen.
Yes.
So the recent one. And another sort of post-Halloween early slasher movie, Sleepaway Camp, which we still haven't seen, so we have to catch up on that. And some of Ty West's earlier movies, prior to X and Pearl and that. We have to catch up on those. Tourist Trap. It's an old, I think pre-Full Moon, one of the early movies that Charles Band did. Still have to watch that. And Demonoid, Lars von Trier's The House That Jack Built.
Oui.
And Panos Cosmatos' Beyond the Black Rainbow, which he made before Mandy. So it's going to be very interesting. His episode in Cabinet of Curiosities was definitely one of the most trippy and strange.
Yeah.
It was cool. Oh, that's something else that we watched that we didn't mention.
Oh, we didn't mention that.
In our previous clip,
yes.
2022, we watched Cabinet of Curiosities as well. So yeah, and Possum is also on our view list. Interesting looking movie. But yeah, so now for 2023, currently Megan and Skinamarink and Infinity Pool was already out, and I think there's something wrong with the children as well. Infinity Pool is David Cronenberg's son's new movie, which I'm interested to see.
Yeah, that can only be good.
And there's a movie Fear, which I know nothing. Well, most of these I don't know anything about because I don't want to. But Fear, Unwelcome,
A Knock at the Cabin,
which I think just started now as well. There's M. Night Shyamalan's new movie.
And then Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, which I'm not really interested in.
But why not? Who cares? It's not like it's... Why, is it going to spoil your childhood?
Yeah,
okay.
No, I don't want to see them in that light. It's like watching the unseen Ren and Stimpy episodes.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. And something you'll definitely won't be interested in is Cocaine
No,
Bear.
not watching that.
So it's kind of, and apparently it's sort of based on the real, but yeah, anything that's animal exploitation, it's not.
I heard the story, John Ballin's channel. He told the story of the Cocaine Bear.
It must be that, eh?
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it's just a very unfortunate event.
Obviously, this is jacked up to.
Not sure why. I don't know that there's enough to make a feature film about
Yeah,
it.
I mean, unless it just, I guess the spark for it is interesting enough just to go into a completely crazy direction. But yeah, no, not gonna go out of my way to watch that. And 65, don't know what that's about. Scream 6 in New York or something, I believe, which I saw some of the
The
posters.
Pope's Exorcist.
Yeah, well, if the poster's possessed, then someone needs to exorcise him.
Oh my hell, I'm not watching that.
Renfield, that's Nicolas Cage's movie.
Nice.
Another Evil Dead movie called Evil Dead Rise. Beau is Afraid.
Insidious 5. Can't wait.
Big Insidious fan, Sonia. Yeah. Giant Shark, The Meg, The Trench pre-sequel.
The Nun 2, which I'm also looking forward to.
And Sonia's a big Conjuring, Insidious, James Wan fan.
Yep.
Saw is one of the James Wan
That I'm not crazy about.
franchises that she's not too keen on.
Mm-mm.
But it is what it is. Cuckoo. Then also The Exorcist is getting the Blumhouse treatment.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess many people are in two minds about that because of the original's legacy.
Yeah, well, that's gonna take some serious balls to try and
but now
improve on.
The thing is, the Blumhouse is, I think, as a David Gordon Green, who did the 3 new Halloween movies, is also doing these 3 new Exorcist movies.
Yeah.
Which is a bit, I don't know, to get one guy to be in charge of these legendary franchises.
Yes.
It's weird. It's
and
just
they're
like
very different. They're not in the same genre, but they're very different types of films.
And obviously with the series they did a continuation of it. I thought it was completely separate, but it's actually linked to the original Exorcist, which they will now also be doing with these to continue with it as opposed to remaking it. But to me, with Green doing both of those franchises, it's very similar to me like J.J. Abrams, where they got him to do Star Trek, but then also for Star Wars. I mean, it's I won't say it's competing franchises, but they're just so like parallel.
Again, same genre, 2 very different films. I must say that the Star Trek reboots I enjoyed.
Yeah, but you didn't see the last one. I don't think you would have enjoyed the third one.
Okay.
But the Star Wars ones, I mean, yeah, it's also people are in two minds about those. But it's a lot of visuals and noise.
Yes.
Lots of industrial light and magic.
Yes.
So yeah, it's entertainment. So don't take it too seriously. You got your rabid fans of Star Trek and Star Wars, kind of almost rivalries. You have to now pick. Do you like Star Wars? Are you a Star Wars or are you a Trekkie or what do they call Star Wars fans?
I don't know, Jedis, I think.
No, but the Trekkies and the Star Wars fans, you have to now pick. I don't care. I can watch them all.
I enjoyed Star Wars far more than I did Star Trek, but I enjoy both. Yeah.
But that's a discussion for another time.
Definitely. And
then obviously Saw X or Saw 10, the 10th Saw movie. We'll have to see about that.
Another Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the Afterlife was good. So let's see if they can continue it. But then it was very specific for what it was.
Exactly.
So now can I go beyond that? Is it just now the kids in the thing will be taking over the job? I don't know. And then The Strangers, I'm assuming it's a remake of that Liv Tyler.
It almost feels too new to remake.
But that's the thing. I mean, they did a remake of freaking Cabin Fever the other day, which I didn't even know about. They did a remake of one of your favorites, Jacob's Ladder.
Yikes.
It's a remake of that. Although that was kind of late 80s, but yeah, Strangers was already in the 2000s. Hey, they'll remake anything they can think they can cash in on. Shelby Oaks, no idea. Salem's Lot, another version. I mean, they did the late 70s Toby Hooper one. Then there was one with, I think, another kind of a mini-series remake with Rob Lowe in it. Never saw that.
I do remember something like that.
So now there's another version coming in. So I mean, we all know it so well. It's just, And The Deliverance, no idea what that's about.
Hopefully it's not based on Deliverance.
No, it's The Deliverance.
Mm.
No, you can't remake that movie,
No.
that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Boogeyman, I think this is related to a Stephen King book. But I remember there was a Sam Raimi Boogeyman in the... Was it the early 2000s? There was a movie called
Yes, it
Boogeyman.
does ring a bell.
And then Ty West's Maxine, the third in that X series of his. And another one of these collections, VHS 85. They seem to be going back and back into time constantly. So yeah.
That's all they can do at this stage.
Yeah.
Mm.
And yeah, so I mean there's a whole bunch of interesting stuff to look forward to. There will obviously be more popping up as they get announced, but this is stuff that is kind of confirmed for 2023.
Yes.
Don't know which ones you're looking forward to.
Let us know.
There are a couple that might...
I'm really looking forward to Skinamarink and Megan.
And Megan's almost off circuit already. That was like right at the beginning of the year.
That's the Android doll thing.
Yeah, that's also James Wan.
Mm.
You always like James Wan stuff. And Infinity Pool, definitely.
Yeah, no, without a doubt.
And they might... Evil Dead Rise might be interesting.
And then obviously Insidious. I always... The last one to me was underwhelming, so I'm hoping that this one will do better.
But now also, obviously, these are more... I won't say mainstream, but they're more high-profile movies, so there will be lots of weird, strange, interesting indie movies that will pop up that won't get as much publicity.
Yeah. I think I'm waiting for the new thing. Like Paranormal Activity was at a stage, it was like the new thing, and then Insidious was like the new thing. I don't know what's left to do, but it's almost like we need a kind of a refresh.
Yeah, I mean there's quite a few sequels and reboots here, from Maxine, VHS, Salem's Lot, Saw, Exorcist, Nun, The Meg, Insidious, Evil Dead, Scream. You know, that's...
My expectation of Skinamarink is high, but that's due to the strange trailer.
Yeah, but
and
that's
again,
the
we
thing.
don't want the trailer to influence us too
I know,
much.
this is the kind of trailer I love, where they don't show you...
Yes.
You almost don't see anything.
You have no idea what's going on.
And it's just so intriguing, but then that might be where it could backfire, where the trailer ends up being better than the movie. And there's been I've seen some conflicting reviews on it.
Is it?
I didn't read them, just some people saying they liked it, some people saying they didn't.
I think it's going to be like Midsommar. It's probably going to be like divisive.
But it's a very low budget movie, and so it might be kind of, I mean, like Paranormal Activity was a low budget movie, but very effective. So maybe be in that line. We'll have to see.
Yes.
But yeah, let us know what you're looking forward to and which of these earlier ones you've seen already. Could be a fun year for horror movies.
Yes.
We'll have to see, and whichever we get to watch and review, we'll try our best to do that.
Yes.
And
if you've not seen any of our prior reviews, there's a lot for you to go watch. Go subscribe, like, leave a comment, check us out, support.
Yes.
All the nice things.
Yes. And you haven't seen us here, but for coming up, you'll be doing some more video reviews of all kinds
We're
of
still
cool
recovering from January.
We don't have our faces on yet.
No.
All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.